Welcome to today's video, guys. I am both nervous, pumped, excited, ready, whatever, to share this video with you. Before I get into all of the reviewing and talking about different things with each brand, I just want to put this out there that everybody has their own opinion and feelings and everything about different things in life. That's why we're all different. We all have different experiences. We all have different body types and shapes, and things that look really good on me might not look good on someone who's really tall and skinny waist and wider hips. I'm just a more boxy framed girl. I'm shorter with long limbs. What I'm saying is not the absolute. It's not black and white. I'm sharing with you my opinion on these brands because this is probably the most requested video on my channel on Instagram. People ask me all the time about activewear. Before I get into all of this, I personally have been really loyal to LuluLemon and Fleo for the last 4 or 5 years. Fleo more so in the last 3 years. The reason that I personally have just continued to shop with Lulu is because of their quality, their customer service, and obviously because I am a coach, I get that discount. They do offer military and first responder discounts as well, which is great. But for me, I've just had really no poor experience with Lulu. They will always take things back if anything's damaged. They have a great return policy. And so I just have never had a desire to branch out and try these new Instagram fitwear brands. And a lot of times, and I talked about this on my Instagram quite a bit, and there's nothing wrong with sponsored content or, companies sending people videos to review their products and what have you. But sometimes I think, unfortunately, influencers and people who are sponsored by clothing companies have hopped around quite a bit from company to company, and it can sometimes be difficult to tell if they really think that the thing is as great as they say that it is. When I look at these things, I ask myself, do I think that this person would go out and spend $75 on these joggers, and would they think they were as great as they do because they were gifted to them or because they're making a commission off of people purchasing through their code? Does that make sense? And it's not a negative thing. I don't want you guys to think that I'm bashing these companies or I'm saying that they all suck, because again, as a disclaimer, I did not purchase every single thing from every single line. It's impossible. I did the best I could. I did spend quite a bit of money. I think I'm up to I'd have to add it all up. I think I'm over 600 at this point, but I really wanted to give you a wide variety of pricing because I do understand that LuluLemon is on the higher side of pricing. And then you have things at the lower end like Amazon leggings for $11 and everything in between. This video is not meant to shit on companies or tell you that they all suck. Do with this information what you will. But for me personally, when I go to look for things, I'm looking for similar body types as mine, or if it's skincare, similar skincare as mine, and how these things truly fit or look on somebody without it being a biased or sponsored review. Because obviously a company is not going to pay you to sit there in front of the camera and say, yeah, these leggings suck, they're horrible, they're see-through, they fall down. They're just not going to do that. So while I just want you to keep in mind that I did not purchase everything, so I'm trying to do my very best to be very open-minded and just show you guys how they fit on me. I did also not work out in every single item because the Paragon fitwear just got here today, and we'll talk about the shipping as well and how long those things took and all that kind of good stuff. So without further ado, let's get into the review. First up on the review, I'm gonna try to start from the bottom and go everywhere in between. These are the Amazon Colorful Koala leggings. I will talk about fabric and all of that stuff as well because I feel like that's important to note when you like a specific blend of fabrics. All of these companies kind of have something different, so just keep that in mind. Women's high-waisted pattern leggings, full-length yoga pants. Now, for whatever reason, when I purchased them, they were $10.99, and now the price is showing $29.99. I posted this on my Instagram. I really did pay $11 for them. I don't know why they're showing $30 now. I'm really not sure, but whether or not I'm gonna put the cap at $30. So these are the ones that fit in the $0 to $30 range. And honestly, they were not bad. For me, I am typically a small. Everything that I get is true to size. And for reference, I am 5'2" and 125 pounds, give or take. And I have really long arms and legs and a short torso. So even though these could have been regular length, they're still gonna look high on me. And they do have quite a bit of extra room at the bottom. I'm gonna pop in the video of me kind of showing you how they were at the gym. I did work out in them, and I felt that this area right here, I was constantly doing this, But I also want you to take that with a grain of salt too, because I am short, and maybe somebody who was like 5'4" and above, maybe they wouldn't have that same issue. So with that being said, to me, it didn't have as much support as some of the other compression leggings that I'm gonna show you, but I did really feel like for what I paid for them, $11, they were a great pair of leggings. I wore them all around the house. They were very comfortable. The waist didn't bother me. It laid very seamless like it does on the LuluLemon Align leggings. And the blend on these guys is 75% polyester, 25% spandex. And it just says fabricated to be soft with compression that feels like a gentle hug, and approximately a 28-inch inseam. So for the $0 to $30 category, I think that these would be a great bet. I don't necessarily think that they would provide as much compression if you are looking for something that is very like hugging and supportive during your workouts. Okay, so next up on the $30 to $50 range, we're gonna say, because some of the things are kind of like in between, but I actually stopped into Old Navy for the very first time. A lot of you guys loved the Old Navy stuff, and to my surprise, they had a ton of different things, like different style of leggings. They even had their own balance crop. They had a cotton legging, which I did not purchase any cotton leggings because for me, they're so uncomfortable to work out in, and they're just so hot. So I tend to stick more to like the polyester spandex blend. So they had a ton of sales. First of all, they had a lot of these workout crops. Now, if you're somebody that just likes, you know, a cheap tank, I think that this is great. Again, for me, it's a little long, but you could always tie this up. I think that would be super cute, and just do something like this. I'll show you the bra as well that I have on underneath this. $13 basically for the bra, $10 for the shirt. And then the leggings were $39.99, but they were on sale for $34.99. So super affordable. And let me show you this bra here. This is with the pads. I don't have this big of boobs in real life, and I personally take them out, but the material is very, very soft. I don't think it says this on here. It says lightweight comfort, perfect for low impact activities like yoga. But obviously, for the itty bitty titty committee, we don't really need super supportive bras when I'm doing something like CrossFit. And I could totally see myself wearing this bra to CrossFit because the pads for me kind of like push them in there. So I would maybe just leave the pads in, and the back of this guy is like this. So I grabbed this one also because the straps were more so in the middle and they didn't cut right here. Sometimes companies, when they put their straps around the lats, for somebody like me with a really wide back, it just does not look cute. And I'm not like, you know, I don't have the little, I don't want to generalize, but you know how bikini, I guess that's not really, because that's what they look for. The bikini competition girls, like they're very narrow in the waist, and then they usually have like wider hips and wider shoulders. I feel like they look very flattered in those type of things, but I'm like, you just take that and you just smush it, and that's my body type. Some of those things don't look so great on me, you know? The reason why I got 2 leggings from them is because they were 2 for whatever, but they're both the Elevate leggings, 7/8 high rise, the Go Dry, I guess, and I got a size small in both of them. The material on these guys kind of reminds me of Nike or Under Armour. It's definitely more spandexy than the previous one that I just tried on. That's more like of a soft loungy. And if you want something a bit more compressive, these are definitely great. I'm going to do the straight up booty pose to show you, to make sure it's not see-through. And for squatting, it's very movable. I'm impressed. Very good job from Old Navy. All right, working our way on up. Next up on the list, Victoria's Secret. These are the new Victoria's Secret Sport. Also my first time ever purchasing Victoria's Secret activewear. Now, I did get to work out in these, and then I washed them. So when I first wore them to do the workout, I was for sure pulling them up like this, and as you can see at the bottom, there was a lot of extra fabric, but these did not have any other options as far as lengths go. So it was literally just this in a small, extra small, medium, and large. They may have had extra large. I don't know, don't quote me on that. But either way, this was kind of like the revamped version. And according to you guys, those of you who DM'd me about Victoria's Secret Sport, said that you did not like the newer version of these. You preferred the older model, which I don't have anything to compare that to, so I don't really know. The way that they advertised these leggings, by the way, was that they were like perfect for your butt, I guess, because they have this little, I don't know if you can kind of see that. It's like a little thingy dingy right here, and it kind of goes around your butt, and then they've got these guys at the bottom to kind of like accentuate the butt. So when you do when you do the IG pose, you know, look at that. Bam. Sorry, these are not sport. These are Victoria's Secret pink. Pink sport, I was unaware of this, but this is the whole butt thing that they're talking about. Winning combos, and I did get the shirt. I did. This to me, this whole thing, I'm gonna put the shirt on and show you in a hot second. And these leggings were $39.95. So they were pretty much the same price as the Old Navy ones, just the Old Navy was on sale. So that's why I did these. These were not on sale. And they were the new ones. But after washing them, they definitely shrunk a little bit, which I guess is good for me because for some reason lately I've been like in between sizes. As far as comfort goes, I do think these are very comfortable. I like the high-waisted band here. Let me get a little closer so you can see. See how it's got this thick band, but it doesn't dig in. I like when you can still kind of put your finger in between the band here. And again, this is just my personal preference. I don't prefer a super compressive, squeeze you till you die legging. That's not me. So if that is you, these may not be super compressive or compressive enough for you. I will say that the overall fit of these are nice and very easy to move in. The only thing is that for me personally, I just felt like the way that they did the butt thing kind of left a weird, like, I don't know, like I was just pulling them in different places. So for a comfort legging, yes, it's not an $80 legging, so I feel like these are very affordable. So I definitely think they did an okay job, but they just weren't my favorite. So this reminds me a lot of Gymshark, Athlete, so on and so forth, with the set, the crop long sleeve sets. And it's all very similar. This top is a small and it was $39.95 as well. From what I've heard, the Athlete and Gymshark things were very stiff and just not flattering. I cannot speak to that because I did not buy it for a couple other reasons I don't really want to get into in this video, but nonetheless, in comparison to a LuluLemon crop, I think these crop tops from Victoria's Secret are definitely a quote-unquote dupe. The material is slightly different, but for basically half the price, I feel like that's definitely worth it. I feel like these sit really nicely on me, and that's just perhaps because my body dimensions. But I was, again, pleasantly surprised with these, and I think that if they were to do sales on these and you could get them for like $20 to $30, it would be even better because I don't know if I like them more than the Old Navy leggings. It's just a different feel. They definitely feel a little bit more sturdy and secure, if that makes sense. Overall, I felt like the quality was okay. I can't compare to the previous version, so keep that in mind. But I think just in general, this was not a horrible combination. Like, it fits nicely. It's comfortable. It's soft. Let me show you. It's got little thumb holes here. And I like this little wash that they have going on here. It's like a heathered wash. And then it's ribbed in this area. Same with the leggings, so you know you're supposed to wear it as a matching set. But anyways, the total for these two things was $85.49, which obviously is less than just one pair of some of these other things that I'm going to show you next. Oh boy. So usually I can already tell when I look at this waist. Okay, literally, like, look at how small that is. I know these are leggings, but good God, my waist is not this small. So moving next up into the $50 to $70 range, trying to stick it in like $20 to $30 increments here. These are the Paragon, the Paragon Fitwear. And let me pull up a chair. The weird thing about Paragon, which you guys also noticed, was that their shipping was caca, and I ordered three things. I ordered the Luxora legging. These are $48 in a small, a crop I'm gonna put on, and then I also ordered the Essential legging, which was recommended by the people that were DMing me. And after I placed this order, which was almost 2 weeks ago, they just refunded me randomly $38 for the Essential legging. Didn't say anything to me, didn't email me, nothing, just sent me a refund. And then 2 days later shipped just these two things. So I DM'd them on Instagram and they said that they had some issues in their warehouse. And when I posted the response on Instagram, a lot of you said that you had the same issue with them. So, you know, that is also because it's a smaller company. They maybe just didn't have as good of a hold or understanding of what was going on in their warehouse. I don't know. This is a different blend completely. And this is where I think maybe I prefer nylon over polyester perhaps. I like a more soft feel to my leggings instead of the slick feeling. If you know what I'm talking about, or you understand, or you have a better way to explain this, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. But these from Paragon are a 75% nylon, 25% spandex. And the good thing about these is they have like pockets. This is the Columbia crop top in denim blue, size small, and this is also nylon and spandex blend, but it's 87% nylon and 13% spandex. So let's put this on, see what it looks like. I think, and I think this could be the nylon, but I do prefer these material to the polyester. These, and again, I think this is just because of my body, they just have a little bit of extra fabric here on the sides. And to me, this top portion, but I think that's because, as you saw, like, they make their waist for these so tiny. And for somebody like me, like, that just doesn't flatter me. Like, as you can see, it's like digging into my side right here. They're fine around the legs. And I actually think this color is kind of unique. And I don't really have any issues with the back of it. Just seems like a standard legging, just digging really tightly into my sides right here. So I will probably return these just because it's not good for my body's shape. And when I work out, I didn't get to work out in these because they came so late, but I could already see right here. Let me bring you guys a little closer. This is so easily going to flop over because it's squeezing me so much that it's starting to just roll. So definitely don't like these leggings, but I will say I was actually pleasantly surprised with the crop top. I like that it comes up higher so my lats don't fall out, and this color is kind of cool. I don't really have a shirt this color, so I think I'll keep the shirt, but the leggings are definitely going to go back. If you are made more of that narrower waist, wider hip, these may be better for you, but these are pretty much a no-go for me. I'm confused because this next brand that I'm going to are polyester and spandex, and I actually don't mind the material of these, but that's also because the waist was equal width to the legs. Next up is going to be in the $50 to $70 range, and these are Petula. Now, they didn't have a lot of things in stock when I shopped, so, and ironically, this top looks so similar to the Victoria's Secret one. Like, hold on, look at this. The stitching and everything. Okay, this is the Petula one, and then look at this. And how much does that look like the Gymshark stuff and the Athlete stuff? Like, it all looks so similar. Everything from Petula I also purchased in a small as well, and they do have thumb holes. So this one was $34 and the leggings were $62, and then the gray top that I'm going to show you in just a second was $29. So with this one, I will say it's a little bit thinner, so, and just a tad bit more cropped because of just my back and everything. It's a little bit off on these like stitchings, so it doesn't really fit me super great. But again, I don't think it's horrible. Do I think that these leggings and this top plus the shirt is worth like almost $200? No. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I wouldn't buy this shirt for $40. I also don't feel like it's as comfortable as the Victoria's Secret one, so I will be returning this. And while I do think the leggings are great, in my honest opinion, I think that because I get the Aligns for about $80 some and these are $62, the way that I look at it is like I would rather spend the extra $20 to have like a super solid product that's going to last me no matter what. I could bring it back, return it if something happens to it. I don't dislike these leggings. I just also feel like this keeps happening to me with all of the stuff that I'm trying on here. And I think that's because these are made probably for taller people, to where like if you really pull it up, and I see people wearing them like this, then it actually fits in the crotch. But like, what is this? This does not look right. You know what I'm saying? Now this shirt straight up is a copy of the LuluLemon one that I have in a ton of other colors, just the fabric is completely different. This is more of a spandexy. Next up on the $50 to $70 range, we got Buffbunny. And apparently, according to the influencers, I just purchased the wrong leggings. But you know, that was why I wanted to do this completely unbiased and unsponsored. I didn't want anyone to tell me, you know, oh, these ones are way better than those ones or whatever, because as a consumer, you don't get that privilege, you know, like you can't just call up whoever with 1 million followers and be like, hey, which one of these free leggings that you got do you like the best? I wanted to do it as if I was truly a consumer, which I was. Obviously, I paid for all of this myself, and see what I gravitated towards without knowing what so-and-so had said about them, you know? These ones are the Joggers leggings, or maybe, oh, sorry, Jacquard leggings in mineral. I got these in a small. Inseam is 27 inches. It doesn't say this percentage of what it is, but on the website it says specialty woven polyester and spandex. I washed these because when I was talking about it on Instagram and I first tried them, they were very stiff, and then a couple people said to wash them, and they definitely feel better once I wash them. The bottoms are still a bit bunchy. If you are taller, maybe you won't have this problem, but these, I didn't hate these leggings. They were just a bit constrictive for my liking, because these are similar to the Paragon ones where the waist is really tiny and then it gets bigger. So again, if you have that body structure, you may fit in these more comfortably than I did. Here is where I was pretty disappointed. This is the Namaste pullover. And this was, again, after I purchased it, one of the things that people said, oh, that was not a good option. But, you know, that's what I picked, so it's what we're reviewing. There's so many things wrong with this pullover that I don't even know where to begin. But first of all, I don't know why it's $60. There's nothing fantastic about this material or anything that I would be like, oh, this is great. Yes, it's a low V-neck scoop, which I think is flattering for some people. But the overall fit of it is just so weird. Like, it definitely does not fit properly. It seems almost like it's like a softer version of terry cloth, if that gives you an idea. Like, it just doesn't, it's not comfortable. It's very like, and I washed this one too. So I did wash this and I am not impressed. I definitely do not think this is worth $60, but I digress. Everyone said I needed to try this and that and this, and everyone has so many different opinions, but this is mine and I was not a fan. I think it's also important to notate that if you have never tried LuluLemon joggers or their different material in general, it's really hard to compare these items to LuluLemon because they're just completely different. I don't really think that you could consider the leggings that are like $20 less than Lulu to be a dupe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think maybe it's a dupe if it was half the price and just as good. But then again, that's all gonna come down to what you consider as good. These are the Jasmine Jogger in Soft Berry. I did wash these as well because they were super duper stiff when I first got them. In my honest opinion, I'm just not a fan of this material. These pockets here, even after being washed, bunched up, and I felt like I've got stuff in my pockets. Like, can you see this? There's like a big chunk of pocket here. And even at the bottom, there's a lot of extra room. And to me, like, yes, I think it's great that they're only $50, but I just didn't love them. I didn't think that they were super comfortable. I have found pajama pants and joggers at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, like random brands, for 20 bucks that were way more comfortable than this. This is not something that I could see myself going in my closet and being like, ooh, I want to wear these joggers today. And also, personal preference, I can't work out in joggers. I've seen people do it and I just can't. I get so hot and there's too much material going on. So whatever. These were also a no-go for me. So overall, I was very dissatisfied with the Buffbunny collection. But again, like I told you in the beginning of this video, I didn't try it all. So this is just what I'm dissatisfied with. So really quick before I get into the Hot Mess Express, that is the last thing, I wanted to also give you just a visual representation. These are my favorite workout legging pants other than Lulu. Like I said, the Fleos, and their blend is 87% polyester, 13% spandex. So I could be wrong. I might like polyester more than nylon. Those felt really comfortable, but I just want to show you the waistband difference, because in the waist of this one, okay, that's almost like a solid 2 inches smaller. And yeah, I'm squarer than square. Okay, I need leggings that flatter them. So also in the $50 to $70 range, they are $69. These are the Fleo El Toros. I did purchase these, not recently. This is like what I've already had because I wear these. But if you look through my videos, you'll see what I mostly wear. Just the material on these is so comfortable, so flattering. You can tell, I think, just by like running my finger through the waistband here. I love these. I never pull them up. There's no extra, look, like there's absolutely no extra fabric here. These are my favorite. other than Lulu. I mean, will I wear some of this other stuff, like the Amazon one, just like chilling around the house? Absolutely. But I can't really see myself like reaching for the Victoria's Secret ones or the Old Navy ones over my tried and trues. And everyone has their own tried and trues. This is just to help you maybe find yours. Look at this. Look at how small. I could wear these around my neck. This waist is about the same width as my neck. These are the Balance leggings. I didn't even do anything and they're already folding over. Here is where I struggle a tad with these guys. First of all, I just can't. I cannot with that. To me, it looks like a thong. Like, I get that they're trying to like, hold on, you gotta pull it up though. It's not the same unless you pull it up. These are a small, okay? I don't really pull them up. Okay, now, there we go. Wait, no, I gotta go this way. This is my better butt cheek. There we go. Okay, see, this is what that's for. I digress. So tight. And like literally I'm like, can you see this? How much I'm poofing out of these? These are $70 leggings. I don't know. Now I bought the Essence Crew, which was $65. So this entire outfit came to about $150. And it sucks because like when you see this, when you're seeing like the posts on Instagram and stuff, like if you looked at this, you'd be like, oh, that's cute. So I don't know what's going on with this neck here. It's very funky, and just the entire fit of this in general is like, look at it. It's just weird. I'm very disappointed. I think out of all of them, I think this is crazy that this was $70 and $65. Like, that's a lot. That's why I wanted to do this video, to show you how things look, because I think sometimes it can be very deceiving on social media. I'm pretty sure that that's everything. So I hope that you enjoyed this breakdown video of all of the products that I purchased, and I hope that it may have helped some of you who have a similar body type to me. I think, you know, LuluLemon is obviously a luxury, as with even just buying workout clothes in general. I totally understand that. And I also know that Lulu does not have as much body inclusiveness as other companies do, which sucks. That is like, you know, the downside to those things. But when you look at all of this stuff, I think it honestly just comes down to what you're looking for in workout clothes, and if you want to support so-and-so who's selling them on Instagram, you know? Because for me, like, these are literally digging into my waist so tight that I would never purchase these again. And I just feel like I found kind of what works for me. So I do not have that temptation to purchase these Instagram fitwear brands, but I know a lot of you guys do, and I know a ton of you have purchased them and then been very disappointed by the products that you received. I hope this helps you. I think that the Old Navy and the Victoria's Secret were decent, and so were the Petula leggings. I definitely did not dislike them as much as I anticipated, so that was great. I'm done buying workout clothes for the next 6 months to a year. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and click subscribe down below so you never miss a Monday with Manders. And I will catch you guys in my next one.